everybody, and obviously Neil and...
Yeah, so are you asking who, out? Yeah, so it'll be Adoree and Dion, both Jacksons, and Evan.
Evan, any chance going IR, or?
Too early to tell.
What disease will he be activated?
We'll see. See how it goes. He'll be questionable today.
Will he be limited in terms of practice today?
Yeah, we'll put him out here, see where he's at, and make a decision.
Is Glowinski back?
He's not. No, he's still a personal day.
How has he slipped in practice as he's kind of come back and started to do stuff?
Making his way back. Yeah, making his way back.
What do you think on Sunday?
Go through it again today like we did last week, and then make our decision.
What's your advice to a young, undrafted quarterback going into a place like Dallas? You know, obviously their defense is really good, lead the league in pressure rate. What's your advice to him when going into that kind of environment?
Yeah, you talk about it with those guys early in the week. The biggest thing that he's done is he's done everything he can do to put himself in a good position in terms of his preparation, reviewing the game plan, meeting extra with Shea and Kafk, coming out here practicing well, and just controlling the things that he can do and doing his job well.
He said his rule number one is don't panic. How much do you see that from him, you know, in regards to how he handles himself?
Yeah, no, I think he's done a good job of doing everything he can do up to this point, of preparing the right way, both in the classroom, extra, and then on the field.
How much of your interactions just like increase? I'm guessing you probably spent a ton of time with practice squad players one-on-one during the season. So like, how much this week have you guys been spending a lot of time together?
No, I spent time with Tommy, really since training camp. Again, the development process of a young quarterback when you're, Daniel or Tyrod, they're spending so much time with Shea and Kafka, and so is Tommy. I just think there's, little things as you go each week, whether it's, kind of football 101, formations, motions, defenses, pressure looks, indicators, or different things across the league. Maybe watch some other quarterbacks, watch him on the practice squad. So, I talked to him. I'd say I talked to him a fair amount since he's been here. But now he's spending a lot of time, extra with Shea and Kafka, trying to, make sure that he's on point to do his job well, which, again, is a challenging task for any quarterback when you're playing the position. But he's done everything that he could possibly do throughout the week to prepare himself.
When you guys signed him as an undrafted rookie, obviously there had to be something you liked about him. What was it that you liked, and what have you seen, and how has he grown from that point to this point?
Yeah, I mean, he's grown, I'd say, considerably. Again, when you come in as a rookie, regardless of where you're drafted, when you come in as a rookie, there's a ton of things you have to learn, and particularly at that spot. So he's kind of grown since OTAs. He's made improvement from OTAs to training camp. I thought he improved in the preseason when he played. And when you're out here, you're taking a couple reps a period on the show team. So you're trying to hone in on your craft individually, but then you have to spend a lot of time studying. I think that Ty and Daniel have been good mentors for him. So he's had 2 full days here. We'll have a third one, but he's doing everything he can do.
Can you tell him this is the same game you've played since you've been in Pee Wee? Just go out and play it again?
Yeah, because it is. Yeah, just playing a dang good opponent.
How much patience do you have with him as a starter? Obviously, you have a veteran behind him. This is clearly, this is a tough spot going on the road against this defense. So how do you handle that with regards to patience and knowing, okay, maybe we have to go through some rookie, bumps along the way here?
Yeah, I mean, most quarterbacks that play against his defense are going to go through some bumps. Again, the biggest thing for Tommy and for the coaches involved, and I've done this, a fair amount of times with some young players that, Colt McCoy, Josh Allen when he was, and again, I understand where Josh was selected and stuff, but it's still, there's a lot on their plate. So you got to make sure you do a good job of communicating with the quarterback. So again, like I give a lot of credit to Mike and Shea, they've spent a lot of time with him. Just even how you communicate from the headset to the quarterback position. Some quarterbacks like to hear a lot of stuff. Some people like reminders. Some people just give them a number and they can read it off. So just getting through that process, that's been a process in and of itself that those guys have been discussing to just communicate to get the play off before the play even starts. So, that answer your question?
Sure.
What is that process, I guess, with Tommy specifically, that communication, I guess, how is that different from maybe Daniel and from Ty?
It's really, I mean, are you talking about what he likes versus, yeah I'm not going to get into, but every quarterback's different. I mean, when I was calling in plays to a particular quarterback, some of them would say, hey, just the last thing, remind me what the back's route is, or someone would say, hey, give me a reminder of the situation that we're in so I can just think about the play, but you're giving me the reminder. Everybody's a little bit different. Tommy's different than the other two guys, and I think, for the first 2 days it's gone well at practice.
It seems obvious in the situation that you lean on Saquon, but how conscious do you have to be of his workload? I mean, his workload the last 4 weeks has been like head shoulders above any other back in the league.
Yeah, we'll give him a workload. Yeah.
But so you don't have to say like, oh, I don't want to overtax this guy.
No, I mean, we try to do the best we can during the week to take care of him so he's physically fresh, mentally fresh. I think Nick's does a good job of making sure we take care of him the right way so he's ready to go. But again, what's the great thing about Saquon, he's such a good team player and whatever we need.